Well, here we are in this beautiful now, in this beautiful here. And if we're not going to have gratitude for this moment and being here now, what will we have gratitude for? Once we recognize and realize that this precious, tender, beautiful, sweet, delicate, magical, miraculous, amazing moment is all there is. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to episode 73 of The Glow. A provocative title, yet again, today. Everything we believe is a lie. Why would I say such a thing? Well, don't worry, because that's not true, what I wrote. But first, let's meditate, okay? Take a few moments, just ground together, be present together, be here together. This is a space to be. There's nothing you need to do in this space. There's nothing you need to understand in this space. There's nothing you need to do right. There's nothing you need to worry about doing wrong. You need to worry about positive or negative. Allowing everything to be as it is. An unconditional relationship with this moment. Allowing everything to be exactly as it is. To be friendly with this moment. To be in harmony with this moment. To be at peace with this moment. Be in love with this moment. Right here and right now. Exactly as it is. Allowing every thought to be as it is. To arise and to fall, to come and to go. Allowing every emotion to be as it is, to arise and to fall, to come and to go. Allowing every sensory perception to be as it is, to rise and to fall, to come and to go. Allowing every external perception to be as it is, to arise and fall, to come and to go. Allowing every physical sensation, pleasurable, painful, to arise and to fall, to come and to go, arising and falling, rising and falling, rising and falling, allowing every experience and all phenomena to arise and fall, to come and to go, recognizing the temporal nature of all experience, recognizing and realizing the essence of yourself, the ever-present I am, which is unchanging. The spaciousness, the stillness, the vastness, the infinitude, the space from which all arises and all falls back into, and recognizing and realizing ourselves as this infinite essence. This unchanging essence, the awareness, bringing awareness to awareness itself, recognizing and realizing this essence of ourselves, which is unbounded, which is beyond limitation, which is beyond borders or boundaries. This is the absolute truth. This is the absolute essence of who and what and which we are always and forever, in the future and in the past. And so it is. Amen. And just take a moment to breathe that in. Again. Again. back in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale deep into the bottom of your stomach. Inhale. And exhale, feeling the breath into your feet, into the ground, the earth. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Surrendering to each breath, letting it move you. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes with fresh, innocent eyes as if you're seeing life for the first time. And just take a few moments to look around the space in silence. Notice if things feel more alive, vibrant, colorful, present, here and now. I'm doing the breathing too fast. That's funny. Hey, Ellie. This is such good stuff right here. This is not some kind of what do you call those things when you like do a little marketing push or something? This is totally unplanned and spontaneous, but I just want to share from one friend to another. This is amazing stuff. Kombucha, amazing stuff. So here we are. I just finished my the 12th week, the 12th session of my From Anxiety to True Empowerment course. There's a link at the bottom for you to tune into all 12 sessions, where we go into everything that moves us from a state of anxiety, of panic, of stress, of worry, of doubt, of suffering, to a space of empowerment, of awakening, of spiritual awakening, of self-realization to who and what we really are, of self-actualization, of truly living on purpose, of inner peace, inner freedom, and absolute unconditional love. So tune in for that. My gift to you. And finished an amazing 4-day retreat in this very home right here, which was beautiful. Beautiful in many, many ways. And a beautiful energy that was raised. And a lot of shifts and openings and epiphanies and openings of the heart, expansions of consciousness, deepenings of self-realization, self-actualization, and new friendships formed. And I feel amazing right now. Why do I feel amazing? That is the question. That is the question. Why do I feel amazing? What is the reason? Anyone can offer any suggestions that they like on why I feel so amazing right now. Is it because I just made a lot of money? Is it because I just had great sex? Is it just because I just made an amazing trip? Amazing, what do you call it, like a vacation? In Europe you call it a holiday. Is it because I just had a great vacation, a great holiday? Is it because I can't think of any more reasons why. Because you're aligned with your joy, says Jane. Welcome back, Jane. Jane was with us in the in our online course earlier today. Because I am you, and you are we, and we are we, and you are you. Very good, Ellie. Breathe. Andrea Westlake says, breathe out of the mouth first, and take time doing it to get the bad air out. I had no idea there was such a thing as bad air. I'm learning so much. First, then breathe in smoothly and evenly through the nostrils to fill the diaphragm. Hold for 7 seconds, not 6, not 8, 7 seconds. Then exhale slowly and evenly through the mouth. Repeat however many times feels right. You have a very soothing voice. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your suggestions on how to breathe. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for listening to my voice. Thank you so much, all of you, truly and deeply. Thank you. Now, why am I feeling so amazing? I'm going to tell you the reason. The reason I'm feeling so amazing, and the reason that you can feel so amazing, is actually what we call acausal. So it's not an effect of any cause. Because it's not an effect of any cause, it's not bound by the realm of time and space. It's not bound by the linear realm of time and space. Which, because it has no cause, it's not an effect of any cause. Because it has no reason, there's nothing that's necessary or required to feel amazing. How do you feel amazing without any sense of cause and effect? How do you feel amazing when it's acausal? The way to feel amazing, the gateway to feel amazing, those of you who followed me for a while or have been tuning in for a while, we're on episode 73 now, so there's 72 other episodes for you to tune into. Plus, I've done other episodes on traveling across the United States and so forth. This is all on my channel here. It's great stuff. Hours and hours of good, fun, educational, awakening, mind-blowing, heart-opening, expansive stuff for you. So, the way, the gateway, the opening is in the now. It's here, it's present, it's in this moment right now. The way to feel amazing is in the now. It's not in the future. It's definitely not in the past. It's definitely not in the future. It's definitely not in the past. It's in the present moment right now. If you can unwind your mind to this amazing realization, everything starts to shift. Not because you're trying to make it shift, not because you're putting any effort to make it shift, not because you're trying to control, not because you're trying to manipulate, not because you're gripping down and trying to move something, because you are opening to everything. To open to everything means what? It sounds like it's a lot. Open to everything, that's a lot of things to open to. How do I open up to everything? Open up to everything just requires opening up to this moment, because this moment is everything. This moment is all that's happening. This moment is all that's ever happening. So it's so simple. It's so unbelievably, incredibly, amazingly, phenomenally, miraculously simple. So simple that the human mind becomes so complicated and complex that it doesn't want to accept, shall we say, it doesn't want to notice, it doesn't want to bring awareness to the simplicity of amazement. This is why the spiritual teachers, the sages, the history have often pointed to the children as examples to look to. Jesus did this, pointed to the children as examples of the gateway to heaven, right? Because children often have a sense of innocence and amazement, and the gateway to be in the now, the gateway to the amazement in the now, is to recognize and realize that you have absolutely no idea what's happening. You have absolutely no idea what's going on at all. You're absolutely, fundamentally, 100% clueless as to what's happening, to what's going on. Ellie, you're ahead of the game in that regard. So when you realize you're so far when you realize you're so blown open from your mind blown. You're mind blown. And I'm going like this, but the mind, as I said in my class earlier, isn't actually here. It's really everywhere. It's all mind, right? So this idea that the mind is here is sort of an old-fashioned idea, but I'm just pointing here because you can see on the screen, and it seems like it's a helpful physical support for what's being said. But really the mind is all mind. Mind is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So when you fundamentally come in the space of absolute fundamental humility, of recognizing and realizing you have absolutely no idea what's going on, it's the opposite of what most people think. Most people think, if I can understand more, if I can learn more, if I can understand more, if I can grasp more, people actually say this term, if I can grasp more, then things will get better for me. And on a certain level, on a linear sense, that's true. But on an absolute level, which is the level I'm interested in pointing at, it's the opposite. It's a space of unknowing, of unwinding the mind, of opening to the magic and miracle of existence, of life that's present right now, which you're a part of. You are the magic. You are the miracle. Now, this moment is so miraculous. This moment is so magical. Are you noticing? Are you paying attention? Are you aware of how phenomenally amazing this moment is? Not because it's good, or because it's bad, or because it's right, or because it's wrong, or because it's positive, or because it's negative. This is all in the realm of duality. This is all in the realm of the mind, all in the realm of thinking, all in the realm of thought, all in the realm of belief. To believe something means it's not true. To believe something means it's not true. Otherwise, we don't need to believe it. To believe it means you don't know if it's true. So this transcends, this blows open every belief. Every idea, the way you think it's supposed to be, the way you think it's supposed to go, the way you believe it's supposed to be, the way you believe it's supposed to go. Life will destroy all of that. Life will blow all that out of the water until you are left with nothing. You are left with absolutely nothing. And that is not the problem. That is your liberation. The ego wants to control. The egoic story of a separate self wants to control, wants to maintain. The absolute essence recognizes and realizes itself as pure, vast expanse, beyond any conception, beyond any belief, beyond any idea, beyond any ideology. This is the essence of who you are. This is the sense of amazement. When you can look at a cloud and have no idea what you're looking at, you're in a sense of amazement, you're in a sense of magic, you're in a sense of miraculousness. When you can look at a tree and have no idea what you're looking at, you're in a sense of magic, you're in a sense of miraculousness, you're in a sense of amazement. When you can look at me and have no idea what you're looking at, you're in a sense of magic, you're in a sense of miraculousness, you're in a sense of amazement. When you can look at your son or your daughter and have no idea what you're looking at, you're in a sense of magic. You're in a sense of miraculousness. You're in a sense of amazement. When you can look at your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and have no idea what you're looking at. You're in a sense of magic. You're in a sense of miraculousness. You're in a sense of amazement. When you can be in this moment and have no idea what you're looking at, how it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to go, what you're listening to, what you're experiencing, you're in a sense of magic. You're in a sense of miraculousness. You're in a sense of amazement. Someone says, how do I do it? There's nothing to do. There's nothing to understand. There's nothing to figure out. There's no strategy. There's no steps. There's no way to get there. All of that is taking you away from this moment. Recognize and realize what's here now. Notice from the space of awareness what is here now. The truth is, you have no idea what you're looking at. You have no idea what you're listening to. You don't understand a word I'm saying. And I don't understand a word I'm saying either. And that's the amazement. That's the joy. That's when you laugh. You belly laugh so hard all these years trying to figure it out, trying to understand, trying to make it work, trying to get better, trying to outcompete the next person, trying to get to some future point where it's all going to be okay, where it's all going to be understood. All of that can go now. It's going to go anyway because it's all illusion. And then there's this embrace of this. Of this. There's no way to try to embrace this. There's no effort involved. Amazement is the gateway. Amazement. To be in awe. Awesome. The word awesome, the root of that is to be in awe. When someone says, you are wonderful, the root of that is to be in a state of wonder. These words imply something that transcends the mind. An opening of the heart. An expansion. To be a clear channel for this universal creative intelligence to move through you in this moment. And this intelligence, this universal creative intelligence, it knows what to say, it knows what to do. It knows which way to move. So when we are in this absolute sense of not knowing, and the mind then is quiet, and the heart then is open, then this higher intelligence that transcends the ego, that all the great teachings, all the great sages throughout all of history and all of cultures have pointed to, sometimes it's called God, that energy, that intelligence can move through us. When we are completely and absolutely empty, we are completely and absolutely free. We are completely and absolutely liberated. And we are available for God, for Spirit, for Source to enter us. The veil is lifted, yes. Anybody have any questions or comments in this exact moment? There's some links there if you want to plug in more deeply, if you want to support the time for this space, this series, this episode to keep going. There's a PayPal link to make a donation. There's personal sessions that are possible. And there's books, The Big Glow and the Wow and the Now. There's the online course I mentioned. There's upcoming public events, retreats, courses, classes, all sorts of good stuff. I love and appreciate you so much. You're amazing. I'm amazing. Life is amazing. See you in the next now.